Good evening, baseball fans, to Baseball Update, show number 86A. We had some technical difficulties with 86, so 86A is the broadcast for tonight. So let's take a look what's going on for Thursday, August 6th. Here's the baseball schedule for Thursday. New York Yankees hosting the Boston Red Sox at 7:05. Yankees are 60-46, and the Red Sox 48-60. Also for Thursday night, Toronto is hosting the Minnesota Twins at 7:07. Atlanta Braves hosting the Miami Marlins at 7:10. Chicago Cubs hosting the San Francisco Giants at 8:05. Oakland Athletics hosting the Houston Astros at 10:05. We got a bunch of final scores for today and some games underway as we speak. Right now we have Milwaukee with a 7-1 lead over the Padres. That's bottom of the 8th, and the Nationals with a 1-0 lead over the Diamondbacks, bottom of the 3rd, and that's the score as of 4:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Some final scores for Thursday. St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Cincinnati Reds 3-0. That puts St. Louis at 69-39 and Cincinnati at 48-58. Dodgers defeat the Phillies today 10-8. Dodgers are 62-46 and the Phillies 42-67. And Detroit Tigers defeat the KC Royals 8-6. Detroit 53-55 and the Royals are 63-44. So let's take a look at the baseball schedule for Friday, August 7th. Chicago Cubs are hosting the San Francisco Giants on Friday at 4:05. Nationals hosting the Rockies at 7:05. Pittsburgh hosts the Dodgers at 7:05. Yankees are hosting the Toronto Blue Jays at 7:05. Also for Friday, Detroit Tigers hosting the Boston Red Sox at 7:08. Cleveland Indians hosting the Minnesota Twins at 7:10. The Mets head over to Tampa as the Tampa Bay Rays host the Mets at 7:10 Friday. Atlanta hosting the Marlins at 7:35. Also from Friday, KC Royals hosting the Chicago White Sox at 8:10. Milwaukee Brewers hosting the St. Louis Cardinals at 8:10. Diamondbacks hosting the Cincinnati Reds at 9:40. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim hosting the Baltimore Orioles at 10:05. Oakland A's hosting the Houston Astros at 10:05. And the San Diego Padres hosting the Phillies at 10:10. Seattle Mariners hosting the Texas Rangers at 10:10. Alright, so let's take a look at the scores. Let's take a look at the schedule for Saturday. Baseball update taking tomorrow off, and we'll be back on Saturday. So here's the baseball schedule for Saturday, August 8th. The Yankees hosting the Toronto Blue Jays at 1:05. Athletics host the Astros at 4:05. And the Pirates hosting the Dodgers at 4:05. Also for Saturday, Cubbies hosting the Giants at 4:05. Seattle hosting the Texas Rangers at 4:10. Tampa Bay hosting the Mets at 6:10. Also for Saturday, the Nationals hosting the Rockies at 7:05. Detroit hosting the Red Sox at 7:08. KC Royals hosting the White Sox at 7:10. The Braves hosting the Miami Marlins at 7:10. Cleveland Indians hosting the Minnesota Twins at 7:10. And Milwaukee hosting St. Louis at 7:10. The rest of the schedule for Saturday: Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the Cincinnati Reds at 8:10. San Diego Padres hosting the Philadelphia Phillies at 8:40. And the Angels host the Baltimore Orioles, and that game is at 9:05. We'll be back on Saturday. We'll go over the schedule for Sunday and Monday. Alright, so let's take a look at some scores from yesterday and Tuesday. So we'll start with Tuesday's scores, and then we'll go over Wednesday's scores. So baseball update. Here are the scores from Tuesday, August 4th. Nationals defeating the Diamondbacks 5-4. Yankees over the Red Sox 13-3 on Tuesday. 13 runs, 13 hits, 0 errors for the Yankees. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Sox. Cubbies defeat the Pirates 5-0. Phillies over the Dodgers 6-2. Toronto over Minnesota 3-1. KC over Detroit 5-1. And the Mets defeat the Marlins 5-1. San Francisco over Atlanta 8-3. Cincinnati over St. Louis 3-2. Texas Rangers defeat the Astros 4-3. Brewers defeat the Padres 4-1. Tampa Bay defeats the Chicago White Sox 11-3. 11 runs, 13 hits, 0 errors for Tampa Bay. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Seattle Mariners defeat the Colorado Rockies 10-4. Oakland A's over the Baltimore Orioles 5-0. And the Cleveland Indians defeat the Angels 2-0 in 12 innings. Baseball update. Here are the scores from last night, Wednesday, August 5. The Chicago White Sox defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 6-5 in 10 innings. Colorado Rockies defeat the Mariners 7-5 in 11 innings. And the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Athletics 7-3 in 10 innings. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim defeat the Cleveland Indians 4-3. Arizona over Washington 11-4. 11 runs, 17 hits, 0 errors for the Diamondbacks. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Nets. Boston defeats the Yankees 2-1 on Wednesday. Pittsburgh over Chicago Cubbies 7-5. Dodgers defeat the Phillies 4-3. Toronto over Minnesota 9-7. Detroit over KC Royals 2-1. Mets defeat the Marlins 8-6. 6 in a row for in the one column for the Mets so far. San Francisco over the Atlanta Braves 6-1, and of course the Mets sweeping the Marlins last weekend was big news too. All right. So the St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Cincinnati Reds on Wednesday 4-3. Texas over Houston 4-3, and finally Milwaukee Brewers defeat the San Diego Padres 8-5. Reminder, the Racing Podcast is on tonight at 7:45. Rain date for Friday, 7:45, in case anything happens tonight, but so far on schedule. Tonight, the Racing Podcast will talk about Pocono Raceway, and of course, Watkins Glen racing schedule, driver standings, and all that good stuff, the Thursday Night Ritual, the Racing Podcast, and that's available at Spreaker.com, #sports. Just look for the RP banner, and that's at 7:45. From the American Podcasting Center in New York, I've been your host, Manny A. Be good, be safe, have a good evening, and this has been Baseball Update.